make someone do something, in order to understand this phrase. Let me give you an example. I hate spinach, but my mom makes me eat it every day. My mom makes me eat spinach every day. His mom tells him to eat. She doesn't ask him if he likes spinach or not. She makes him eat spinach against his will. In this phrase, we use infinitive without to. His mother makes her son eat spinach every day. He always makes his little brother clean his room. There is a big boy, and there is his little brother. The big boy makes his little brother clean his room. Against his will, his little brother doesn't have any other choice. His brother tells him to do it. He makes his little brother clean his room. Her boss always makes Kelly stay at the office till midnight. What a mean boss! He makes Kelly stay at the office till midnight. He tells her and he leaves her no other choice. She has to do it against her will. He makes her stay at the office till midnight. Again, infinitive without to. When we use this phrase in passive voice, we use to infinitive. For example, Tom is made to brush his teeth 3 times a day. To brush. Tom is made to brush his teeth. We use to infinitive in passive voice. Have someone do something. Have someone do something is similar to make someone do something. However, have someone do something sounds software. More like you are asking someone to do something, not telling. And we also use infinitive without to in this phrase. For example, he had a doctor pull 3 of his teeth. It's like he asked a doctor to pull 3 of his teeth. He told the doctor softly, politely, to pull his teeth. "I will have my maid wash the dishes," said Tom. Of course, it's her job, and she can't say no. I am sure she would be happy to do it. He will ask her politely to wash the dishes without giving her much of a choice. And it definitely sounds nicer. Then I will make my maid wash the dishes, which is totally against her will. It's like the maid doesn't want to wash the dishes. But in the example, I will have my maid wash the dishes. The maid doesn't mind washing the dishes. Get someone to do something. This phrase is pretty much similar to have someone do something. It's just that we use to infinitive with it. But the meaning is the same. I will get this donkey to move by giving it a whole bunch of carrots. I will get this donkey to move, which is the same as I will have this donkey move. I will get this donkey to move by giving it a whole bunch of carrots. He gets his secretary to make coffee for him. Again, the same meaning as he has his secretary make coffee for him, but here we use to infinitive. He gets his secretary to make coffee for him. But if you want someone to do something totally against their will, we use force with to infinitive. It's a much stronger form of make someone do something. Usually, it means using physical power to make someone do something. For example, as the earthquake destroyed half the city, thousands of people were forced to move into tents. So the earthquake that destroyed people's homes forced people to move into tents. Another example, constant pressure from the president dictator forced the journalist, Sam Peters, to leave the country, definitely against his will, something the journalist wouldn't do unless he had no other choice. The president dictator forced him to leave the country. So Tom's mother makes him eat spinach. She is telling him to do it against his will, although it's not too brutal. He had the flight attendant bring him orange juice every 5 minutes, meaning he asked her for something that is in the scope of her responsibilities. He gets his assistant to make reports every Friday. The same. He tells her to do something and she doesn't really mind it. The CEO was forced to resign after the offshore scandal arose, meaning that some outside force, power, made him resign, although it was definitely against his will. Force is much more brutal than make. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more awesome grammar lessons.